What is up, everybody? We're here at Goodlettsville. This was Isaiah's last round, the undefeated round 8, second place.
Yep.
Congratulations, brother. How did the day go? What'd you play? How'd you do?
All right, so the name's Mark. I placed second, as I said, and today went absolutely fantastic.
Yes, sir.
Really, the only reason why I lost to Isaiah was because of a slight misplay. Game 3, or there were 2 slight ones, but together they kind of added up. So whatever. But it was still pretty damn close to me taking out on top.
Bro, when I saw that he was gonna be playing you, when I saw you win round 7, I was terrified because I'm like, bro, if he wins the die roll, like there's almost no chance. Like
I mean, I lost the die roll, and then that game 1, I still went off. So let's get down into what it is. All right, so I am playing Mannadium. So starting off kind of standard. We got the 2 Beast of Starfrost.
Yes, sir.
3 Beast of Samsara. Really good card for grind plus extension, and one thing about this deck that I love is the sheer insane amount of 1, 2, and 3 card combos that the deck have.
It really does.
And then I also played 3 Ream Heart, another one of your 1-card starters, and I also played 3 Mannadium Meek standard. So far everything probably looks similar to how you'd see in most other profiles.
Yes, sir.
This one was a choice that I made before the event started, and I do not regret it. Only running 2 Scareclaw Rykart, since you will almost always have access to Rykart and Arrival. Plus, generally speaking, through the combos, you're not gonna have your Rykophobia or Lightheart ashed, especially since it's late in the combo. Plus, this just gets you extenders for going second, so it's unlikely. So you use this, either you bait out your opponent's disruptions or you get extenders that help you push for game. Then I also ran 3 Kashtira Fenrir, just really good going first and going second card. It performed fantastically. Great generic card.
Yugioh Gaming loves Fenrir.
one of my 15, just 3 of my 15 going second cards, and I also ran 1 Scareclaw Kashtira.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
that card's insane.
Just good card to search off this because
starts your engine too.
Yeah, it does do that, and it also helps with breaking boards as well.
Yeah.
So I guess you could call that the honorary 16th board breaker, because when this card's effect, any of your Scareclaws or your Kashtira's battle, right from the moment the attack is declared, their monster's effects are negated until the end of the turn.
Yeah, anybody who survived Kashtira format has nightmares about that card.
Yeah, this deals with Apollosa, and it also deals with Skull Guardian. Just really fantastic card. It also like if your opponent has something like Access Code that they beefed up to 5k plus, you can. It's like, all right, cool, right down your throat. And then some of my other hand traps. I run 3 Droll and Lockbird.
Yes, sir.
Really good card for the format, and I also run 2 Nibiru the Primal Being. This is another reason why I cut down Rykart down to 2. The card came up plenty, plus I wanted it for a crossout target, and it did help. I don't run like Ash, Valor, or any of those just because of their tuners, and they kind of conflict with the field spell Calarium.
Yeah.
I wish Meek said if you control a monster whose original attack and defense is 1500, 2100. Yeah. If it said original, I would be you'd have a lot more freedom to it, but
that's fair.
Yeah. All right. So next, 2 Scareclaw Arrival. Still run 2 of this card. It's searchable by multiple means, and it's a non-once per turn monster reborn. So why not? Mannadium Obsidian, a good way to grab great way to grab Calarium. Plus the fact that it makes it so it lets you summon one of your 15/21s or Beast of Starfrost from hand, so really good extender, basically a built-in double summon. Mannadium Imaginings. This card is really nice just because it helps you cycle your hand and be able to put back any card that's not necessarily all that useful. And I really loved it. Plus, it feels super good when you use talents to draw 2, use this to draw 2, put 1 back, and then right card, search a rival, draw 1. 5 draws in a turn. And also, one thing about this, you do not have to put back the revealed card. If somebody tells you have to put back the revealed card, they are lying to you. Thankfully, that never came up. Thankfully, people that I've played against so far know how to read. So, and then I also play 1 Realm Eulogy. This is the 15th board breaker. So Nib and Fenrir do kind of collide with one another. This and Obsidian both help deal with that. Also, if you summon Fenrir and then add another Fenrir, it's free. Plus, it didn't come up any today, but the part where it lets you destroy the opponent's targeted monster is nice whenever it does come up. And then for field spells, I do run 3 Peaceful Planet Calarium. It's your 1-card starter, and it's also a key part of the combo that makes you not give a 2 craps about Nibiru.
Fair. And
then I also run 1 Primitive Planet Reichphobia. I decided to go with 1 just because, like I probably already said it, I trimmed down the Scareclaw engine just a little bit, and just so that way I could have more going second cards. It's not like that card is hard for me to get a hold of at all. And then I also run Primeval Planet Paralorino, only because it's part of the 1-card combo and it searches Visa Starfrost. If Pressured Planet Wraithsoul said search Visa Starfrost, I would run it over Paralorino 100% of the time. Just because adding Kashtira Fenrir or Scareclaw Kashtira. Alright, and now for the non-engine spells, I've got 1 Rhoda, 1 Terraforming, 1 Call by the Grave, standard, the 6th and 7th copy of your 1-card starter, plus insulation against Droll or Ash, or whatever hand trap is threatening you at the time. Then I also have 3 Triple Tactics Talent and 3 Droplet.
Yeah, that Droplet came in clutch. I saw that.
Yeah, Talents also helped a lot too, just because getting more resources, being able to take your opponent's crucial cards, and just bypassing targeting protection in general, and forcing your opponent to either play awkwardly or prematurely. Absolutely fantastic. I absolutely consider these like kind of pretty much mandatory to run, especially Talents.
Yeah, the Talents. The Droplet, man. I saw you play that like 2 or 3 rounds, and like the first time I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And I saw it in the finals, which won you game 1 of the finals. It was like, it's crazy.
Yeah, and then I also run the 1 Mannadium Reframing. Searchable counter trap that reinforces your going first board. It helps you insulate you against Dark Ruler, Lightning Storm evenly, whatever else. Plus, to a lesser extent, putting back Mannadium Trasukta or Meek or Riem Heart, always a plus. And that's it for the main deck. That's 42 cards.
Let's see that extra, baby.
All right, so I only run 1 Scareclaw Lightheart.
Okay.
I cut the set, as I've said multiple times, trim down the Scareclaw engine, and I'll show you the card that I cut the second Lightheart for. That came up so much and helped a whole lot. Cross Sheep, standard combo piece. It actually came up a good bit, not just the bit where you summon Vicious to a zone it points to and summon back a Meek or whatever, but the part where if it's pointing to a Synchro, all your monsters permanently gain 700 attack.
Yeah, Cross Sheep's crazy, man.
Yeah.
I've been seeing people play this.
Yeah, just making your stuff stronger for going second. Love it. SP Little Knight.
You have to play it.
Yeah, pretty much mandatory. Great board breaker. Great inboard piece. And it works very well in tandem with the Bestial Dissipator. Also works well with Baronne de Fleur. You banish Baronne off of her effect, she comes back, her negate's alive again. And then I also have 1 Nightmare Unicorn, 1 Axis Code Talker. Figure just good generic going second links.
They are.
I decided to run a bit of a link and synchro toolbox today. Helped a lot. And then for the synchros, 1 Mannadium Trisukta, 1 Visas Amritara. Perfectly standard, all part of the combo.
Yes, sir.
This helps you get into this, and this searches you any of your spells and traps. Absolutely love it. Also, it didn't come up, but that last effect, I found out, if you activate that last effect, doesn't matter if you destroyed anything or not, but for the rest of your turn, any synchro monster that you summon to that you have on that field, whether it was summoned before or after this effect resolve, gets 800 attack. So you can resolve it, strengthen all your synchros for the rest of the turn, make closing out for game that much easier. Then I also have a Cell Synchro Stardust Dragon, just a really good extender, plus a dragon to help make the Dissipator.
Yeah, this card's really good. I've seen a lot of people in a lot of decks play it today.
I do not understand why somebody would want to cut this. It's like it's basically this, but bigger, and helps you get to your Synchro 10s. And this card came up so much. This is what I cut the second Light Heart for. Scarlight Red Dragon Archfiend.
Jeez.
That card,
The card's crazy.
I kid you not,
Card's
I summoned it a lot. The bare minimum damage that I did with that card every time I resolved it was 2,500.
That's crazy.
Yeah, this right here, like Snake Eye, they're not summoning anything stronger than 3k in engine, or typically they're not going to summon anything stronger than it going first, other than maybe Amble Whale. But I don't care about that. I don't care if I kill that. And Voiceless Voice, the only card that this wouldn't be able to touch would be Skull Guardian if you don't negate its effects, or if you don't droplet it. But just this bypassing Voiceless Voice's targeting protection entirely to burn them and just nuke their field, really great. Plus, just generally good time card to have. Like, I don't understand why somebody would want to play Gaga Cowboy over this, because
that card's crazy, man.
it's Gaga Cowboy with a built-in Raigeki that's 3,000 attack.
I can't argue with that. I cannot argue with that.
And then Baronne de Fleur, best Synchro 10 in the game. Bestial Dissipator, second best. And here's the third best, Sword Soul Supreme Sovereign Shangin. I argue that this card is better than Chaos Angel, just because it's a bit more generic, plus the banish happens every turn, and I think we can all agree that Chaos Angel just isn't as good as what people first perceived it to be. But yeah, so plus this is really, really good at breaking boards. Once again, bypassing targeting protection, and it also hits your stuff out of the grave, and it cannot die to Promethean Princess. If they want to try to Promethean Princess it, go right ahead. I'm gonna make you regret it. And then I also run the 1 Crimson Dragon.
I mean, yeah, it's
like,
part of the combos.
I honestly, for the life of me, I do not understand why somebody would want to not run this, and these.
I think most people do. Yeah,
because like being able to if you can only make a Synchro 12, make this and then tutor out one of these and keep going.
Yeah.
Like I just don't understand.
That's what the deck does, right? Synchro spam deck, basically. That's insane. And
it can spit out Link monsters pretty well, but it's a Synchro deck. And then 2 Vicious Astrolaud, perfectly standard.
The card's really good.
Yeah, great board breaker and combo piece, working well with Cross Sheet. And that's it for the extra deck, all 15 cards. And then here is the side deck. The only monster I side deck is 2 DD Crow. I did debate my ultimate debate was between this and the Bestial Magnamut and Drew Swarm, like 1 Magnamut, 1 Drew Swarm, I decided to go with this just because it hits more than those. Would I go back to a Magnum and a Druid Worm? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see how things play out. Then I run 2 Triple Tactics Thrust. Just really great card. Helps me grab whatever out of my deck I need to games 2 and 3. And 2 Crossout Designator. I already revealed that I was playing that.
Most popular card of the format.
Yeah. So, like I said, the only hand traps you really care about are Nib and Droll. This helps deal with them both.
That's very true.
Plus, if you're playing the mirror match, it becomes an inboard piece.
That card's insane, especially right now.
Yeah. And then we've got 1 Lightning Storm. I can search it off Thrust or just draw into it with the amount of draw cards I have. Harpy's Feather Duster. You know, we all know why.
Card's very good.
Cosmic Cyclone, same reason why. And then I also run 1 Tearlament's Heartbeat.
All right.
This card is a searchable Cosmic Cyclone because of Visas Amritara. But if you control a monster named Visas Starfrost, when you activate this, you can target 2 of your opponent's spell or trap cards instead of just 1. So it goes from Cosmic Cyclone to Twin Twisters.
That is a wild spell lineup right there. I like it. I like it.
And then for traps that I side deck, 2 Anti-Spell Fragrance.
Okay.
Help insulate that board against Dark Ruler, Lightning Storm, Droplets, and Snake Eye and Voiceless Voice have a hell of a time playing with this. 1 Evenly Matched, searchable off Thrust, because honestly, let's face it, just about every deck in the format will play into Thrust.
That's fair. They do.
And then for going first Thrust targets, Destructive Daruma Karma Cannon.
Okay.
I don't know what to say. It's a Book of Eclipse that outs towers, links, and tokens. And then 1 Different Dimension Ground. Card came up a good bit. Really good against Snake Eye and Voiceless Voice.
Card is insane.
Yeah.
Especially right now.
Yeah.
Snake Eye, and Fire King especially, just cannot play through that.
Yeah.
Congratulations, man, on the top. Do you have any shout outs or anything?
Yeah, so my sponsor, Smart TCG, they make these metal field centers here.
Get it good. Yeah, those are sick. Those are sick. I like those.
They both have these chips in the back where you can
those are really cool.
You can program these to where you tap your phone and you can show many different. You can show pretty much whatever you want to tap. Yeah, it's literally an NFC chip. It even says it on the back of.
That's cool.
And you can get these in a few different designs. And the chips make them show a deck profile, make them show YouTube videos. Like, hey, you want my deck profile? Sure, just tap the thing.
It's really cool.
And then Rickroll them.
Well,
I would do that to somebody, but I haven't figured out how to program these yet.
Welcome.
And they also make playmats. I've tested the playmats myself. Really good quality. Materials nice and soft. And they also have the chip in them too, so program away.
That's really cool.
Yep.
Well, congratulations, man. Again, hopefully we'll see you top another event really soon.
Hopefully.
Yes, sir.
I'll be trying to go to Greenville, South Carolina next week, and I will for sure be going to YCS Raleigh in April, provided there isn't a ban list playing. My deck will probably look exactly the same.
I'm sure it will.
I feel like it wouldn't be a stretch to say that the deck is solved. What this is, it did me really well, and I've played this list against Snake Eye. Never let me down. Like I said, out of every single game that I've played today, 1 brick.
That's really good. That's a feat that a lot of decks do not have right now.
Yeah.
So, congratulations again. Hopefully we'll see you at those next regions.
Oh yeah.
Yep.